Okay, so this video is going to be about contouring, okay? And this is the way that I do my contouring for taking pictures and doing videos, okay? And this works for me. This might not necessarily work if you're, just trying to do a look so you can go to work. You might not want to go through all the trouble of trying to contour your face. There's a lot of different ways to do it. This is the way I do it. And the way that I do it is usually the same way I do it when doing makeup for drag queens. So, first things first, I use usually three different colors. Okay, first color that I use is a reddish brown by Ben Nye, and then I use a rich suede by Ben Nye as well, and then I use some sort of eyeshadow with either a burgundy or something in that family. And the one that I usually use is the one that I use all the time by NYX. So first things first, I'm going to take the red brown and I'm going to just swirl a little tiny brush like this. You can use brush like this or either a contouring brush. This one works just fine. Okay. First things first, and like I said, this is for when you're taking pictures. So say for instance, if you want to take some pictures so you can start like a portfolio of some of the makeup that you've done, this is how I would do it on somebody of my skin tone. Even people that are darker skin tone, I noticed that it works just as well. So first things first, I'm going to take the blush, and I'm just going to kind of dab it across my hairline, like so. Just pull this back a little bit. So on the hairline, dab it. You don't want to put too much because you want to blend it out, and we're going to layer it with different colors. So on your hairline, and make sure and blend it out really well. I noticed that this works good for lace wigs too. So say for instance, if you have gray hair and your gray hair is peeking out through your lace front wig, you can easily use a dark brown eyeshadow of some sort to kind of hide it a little bit. Okay, when you put it on, sweep it out this way to the top part of your cheekbone, like about right here. Then go underneath your cheekbone like so, a little bit more. Like in the shape of a number 3. This is the way they would tell you to do it for regular contouring. So, nothing new I invented. This is just the way I do it. A YouTuber that has a great contouring video is going to be Blanche Babcock. He does contouring for drag queens, which is off the chain, and he uses a burgundy by Ben Nye. Okay, then I'm going to take the dark brown, swish it around again, tap it off because this one is very, very pigmented, and then on the top a little bit further back, I'm just going to apply the dark brown. And you just need a very little bit. A very little bit. Is that how you're supposed to say it? Just a very little bit. You're going to lightly go over the reddish brown. You can do this to your chin too, but you have to be really careful because if you put too much, it'll look like you got stubble. So I just kind of dab and blend out because it will make you look like you have a beard. And then you'll be looking like Bone Crusher like me. So, really, really blend that out good. Like I said, this is good for if you want to take pictures, if your lighting isn't that great, or if your lighting is too bright, whatever. This is how I do it. Not a professional. Keep it moving. Okay. Then I'm going to get the lighter, or not the lighter, but the kind of a reddish tint eyeshadow, and then I'm just going to put that in the corners. See, put too much and it turned red on me, so now I got to really blend it out. Way too much. See what I'm talking about? Let's dip my big brush in some brown. Go over it again. way too much. Anyway, once again, a little bit of red just in the corners right there. You can blend it out almost to the tip of your, to the edge of your brow bone, like right there. Okay, next, you can use a translucent powder, which is what all the drag queens do. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm using Translucent Dark by NYX. It's not really all that dark, but it goes great with my skin tone. Okay, same brush, just clean it off a little bit. Dip it in the translucent powder and just apply it to the center of your forehead and then blend it out. Like so. Then you do the same thing to the tip of your nose. Just a tad bit underneath the eye, starting where your tear ducts are. Above your lip and also on your chin. Okay, and then at the very bottom of your blush, you apply it right there too. That's pretty much it. That's how I do my contouring. That's how I do it. That's not how I was taught to do it. That's just how I do it. So that's pretty much it. And like I said, this is good for taking pictures. And so that's pretty much it, folks. Once again, I hope somebody finds that helpful. Somebody had asked me to show how I did the contouring, so I do have the Coastal Scents contouring palette, and it's a great palette, don't get me wrong, but I find that this brown makes my skin look really, really ashy. That's just my opinion. Makes me look ashy. This does great, however, on somebody that's lighter skin. Like I have a friend, Trinine, and I